Hi there, welcome to the Obachanchatter. Today is Saturday, September the 22nd, and I'm here to do my recap for what's my Southern Charm, season 10, episode 15, Arrested Development. I'm gonna just start it off where it started. The episode started. We see Vinetta. Okay, hold on. She is totally disappointing me about this JT. She making a fool out of herself on other podcasts and little clips that she doing online. Like she thought it was her husband. How she paid first we hear she paid $5,000 for a suit because at the time of the episode they went shopping. I think they was going to that horse race in Kentucky or some damn where or North Carolina, one of them, and she tells everybody that she bought him a suit for $5,000. She thought that was gonna be her husband. They ain't never held no hands that we could see. Every time I see JT open up his damn mouth, he's saying, "I got a girlfriend. I got a girlfriend." She go on the podcast and say the scenes that we saw were out of order. That the actual Bellini does the scene where she popped over her expensive champagne and made him some Italian dish or some shit, portorello, something. Well, that wasn't before the trip to the Bahamas. That was last. Okay? Well, either way, when he was at your house drinking up your shit and eating that your handmade dinner, I don't know, you probably made the pasta from scratch too, trying to impress this motherfucker. He told you, I would, but I got a girlfriend. There are feelings there, but I got a girlfriend. And I'll be honest with you, to me, the feelings he got, he want to know what some black ass tastes like. Or feel like, whatever, however you one of these new kids want to put it. So anyway, then in the Bahamas, you said it out your mouth yourself. You straddled him twice, and he removed you twice. That's not your husband. Then you can aesthetically look at what's going on. And I'm just saying, you don't have no place in Southern Charm. And then you're gonna say you don't like confrontation. You're a Southern belle, girl. You don't get the hell out of here. That's not your crowd. Even when you are with them, you still look out. You still appear out of place when they going back and forth arguing with each other at the table. You say it's not shit. And if excuse me, Vanetta, when you do, you whispering it to somebody. Whenever they have some shit and you around, every time you ask JT to go somewhere, cause y'all he your best friend. Will you do it for me? This your best friend. Why are you always having to beg your best friend to do some shit? Now, I don't my best friend is me, myself, and I. And next to that, it's a couple people. But when I gotta stand on the business, that's my shit. I'm my own best friend. And I ain't saying that the people that I rock with ain't shit wrong with them, nothing. But this how people operate. Most people, whatever benefits them the most. And why are you inviting JT knowing that you got a romantic thing with him? He keep telling you he got a fucking girlfriend. I don't know who he texting, and I don't know when he calling. Girl, he a fucking dog. Good thing you wound up going with him, but I think you only went with him for like a couple of weeks, and then we're gonna see you on the reunion going at each other's throat like you fucking crazy, and that's what you get. And so let me get back to what I was saying because I did 2 3 minutes of that shit. So anyway, she get dressed with this ugly ass green dress, and I'm gonna tell you the bohemian style don't rock for you. It doesn't. To me, that's how she dressed. The only time Bonita looks good to me is if she going to a function, one of them functions like the summer soiree. But I ain't really like that outfit either. But it was cute, but it wasn't for her. I don't know. So anyway, she getting dressed, and I put down here. She's like she's a slave in that shit. She don't even fit the aesthetics for him. This a white Southern boy with manners, white fucking mother. I mean that shit is prime and some bullshit. He will never fuck with you like that. If he fucking with you, it's out of curiosity. So I'm just saying, I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but that's my opinion. And the rest of y'all, I don't give a fuck about no anniversary shit. So don't even think it. My son-in-law, when he was alive, he was Mexican. My grandkids, is black and Mexican. My ex-husband, I don't know what the fuck he married, but she ain't black. She wanna be, but she ain't. She got slant eyes, but her last name's Spanish. I don't know what the fuck. But anyway, I don't get nothing about that. All I care about how people treat people. And to me, he treating you like a exotic thing that he want to hide. Anyway, so I find out she getting her putting her clothes on to go to JT, which to me, I think he should go see her. And she just in there. I stood down for you. I knew. I thought we was finished. That could never be. Can we hug it out? We'll put a pillow in front of us. I never said those things. Well, if you ain't never said that shit, how the dude know you black? How do the dude who ain't never met her, now let's see watch the show, know that she black? And then he ain't got to know because if you said from the show, she the only black woman on that bitch. So it don't matter. And then you said some girl, and how he know she got a crush on you and she trying to break up you and your girlfriend. So apparently when they get to the reunion next week or we got the next, she mad because his girlfriend, who he got engaged to, that's what you get. He going with you, but he engaged to her. She was in my DM saying shit about me. Yeah, I'm gonna say shit about you too. You trying to fuck with my man. Fuck with my man who got money, who around this motherfucker got Airbnbs, who come from a family from Charleston, because y'all into that shit with the legacy and the history and the generational wealth. They into that shit. You don't fit the mold, Vinetta. You just don't. So get over yourself. You should have been like Sienna. Try that rich thing and get the fuck off and go on about your business. And then you oh so anyway, let me get back. So she's just killing me. And I'm saying, and she's supposed to be so uprighteous. I'm a good woman. I'm not a home wrecker. Well, you wrecking the shit out of if they had he don't got a home, he got an apartment. You trying to tear that bitch up with these antics. He got a girlfriend. When they tell you that, it's when it's shit. To me, it's terrible when they don't tell you they got one and you go deeper and deeper with them. You know what I'm saying? But when they tell you and you still running behind them, like you gonna change his mind. And I seen this girlfriend. She is typically what he would be with. Shit, I was fucked up when I seen SHEP with somebody mixed. And even though his family ain't say, I know that he glad that he didn't wind up with her, Miss Bahamas. So anyway, so she was telling him how she don't believe. He said, I'm not just some black girl. Yeah, you is, bitch. You some black girl. Cause what else is you? I'm somebody. I mean something. Don't matter. You still a black girl that's trying to break his ass up from his girlfriend. So he said, I don't know, I said it. I don't understand why Ryan would do this. And then one minute been there to say she don't really know Ryan like that. And why would he say that? Yeah, why would the fuck would Ryan say it? Especially after we find out that Ryan says that he love you, that he know he see all these long fucking novels that he write you in your phone and he think he doing that's some bullshit that he did. You my friend, and if you sitting around talking about, hey, this black girl trying to break me up, this girlfriend trying to got a crush on me. She chasing me down at when we do scenes and shit, or whatever you said. Whatever you said wasn't flattering, and I really don't believe. I'm telling you, barbers, men usually don't start shit. He probably repeated what JT said, and like they said, it don't matter. It seemed like every time you turned around, when them motherfuckers don't like you, they don't like you. And JT, you know they don't like you. You done been with them so many times at an event and shit, and got mad and just left. Then want to talk to everybody separate. And the main cuckoo with the girls, the main head bitch in charge with the girls is Madison. Thank you. Tell I said thank you. It's Madison. So, if you ain't good with her and you not. So anyway, she said she don't believe him, that you said you some black girl. And I said, girl, you don't matter. Just go home. So of course JT denied. I said a beautiful black woman. First you said you didn't say nothing about that. Now as you said beautiful black woman, you go back to that fucking table when you were sitting down talking to Leva. You didn't say that. I was like, I don't remember hearing that shit because I was listening for it. So anyway, you essentially run around this motherfucking Charleston to me like it's fucking winch. That's what you act like. So anyway, she said, I just knew it sounded like a lie. That's not something JT would say. That's not who he is. And he was like, I thought it was all over for us. And she said, for us? No, I didn't think you ever wanted to talk to me. Never talk to you again, JT. So he's like, should we hug? She said, can we? Is it safe? Shut the fuck, man. So he was like, shame on Ryan for doing that. Stupid. But Ryan back at the crib, that motherfucker said, listen, whatever. That motherfucker said it. So she was asking about the soiree, Summer and Ryan soiree. And she said, I really don't want to go. But JT said, I ain't going. I'm not fucking with them. She's like, and I really don't want to go. But I need to go to confront them. No, you need to go. If you don't go to Madison, shit, you won't ever get invited to nothing else. You already don't go to Patricia's house. And you know something else I noticed? Whenever Miss Patricia and Vinetta at an event, they never fucking talk. It's like, hey, black girl, let's go over there. I have never seen Miss Patricia have a conversation with Vinetta. And if somebody got it, let me know. I have never seen Vinetta at Miss Patricia's house. All them parties she had with the girls, Molly there, Sally there. I don't know about Sally, but you know all them other alleys and Hollies and shit. But Vinetta with the V is never there, and Patricia don't never fucking talk to her. They never say nothing to each other. But somebody said, not somebody, I think it was the Brooke Ashley, who I love her. I love her. And she said, I think it was on her show. I heard her mention that when they were shooting in Miss Patricia house, maybe like the first or second season when she was on there, she had them little jockey men, little black butlers and shit, little figurines and shit, stuff like that all through her house. I never saw it, but it don't matter. I don't like Patricia no way. But anyway, she would. That's Charleston. That's all of y'all wasn't like that, but a lot of y'all motherfuckers is like that or was. So just saying. And Whitney don't never fuck with Vanessa even. Vanetta, I don't has he ever talked to her? Has she ever talked to Whitney? Girl, get your ass off that show. So anyway, we see Madison waking up Brett. Her husband is so cute, but I swear he act like he retarded a little bit. I know you shouldn't say retarded, but he act like he might be slow. When she talking to him, he fine as hell, but he just be looking like blank faced. Really? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you if you want to know. So anyway, she a morning person. He ain't. They get up. She open up the curtains and shit. She tell Alexa, open up the curtains, turn the lights. She spray him in the face and shit. They get, she trying to wake him up. They doing their morning routine. I guess her hair is pretty as fuck, or she just get up, brush her hair, and she lay back down for the camera crew to come or something. Cause her hair is gorgeous, and she got some nice clip-ins. But anyway, and that confessional, she had on that fucking ugly ass pink Scarlet O'Hara dress. Oh no, Madison, don't. So anyway, they in the bathroom. He said, "Oh, so you found a venue, and you see her in a clip too, as well as when she's talking to her husband. Say that the original venue that they had chosen was an issue, so she found another one, and she believes it's the old jail that somebody um spent a lot of money on to renovate. It is real nice. It's a big space too. I like the brick over the inside. So she told him, sent him the site, the link or whatever. Ryan looked at it and he liked it as well. So we got uh Austin is meeting with no, we got Craige meeting Whitney. No, we got Craige meeting Austin. Something to eat. Not Craige. Whitney is meeting Austin. Damn SHEP at a place and they getting something to eat and they start talking about they're gonna go to the event. He said, yeah. And when they tell him, oh man, I ain't never seen you that fucked up before. You so emotional. It was pathetic, but I'm glad you're doing better. He said, why don't you just ask Molly out? Don't go to the dance by yourself. Get back on the old truck and stop pining. He said, oh no, I'm pining. I cried my cereal now. So he's like, ask Molly. He said, you think I should? So he said, yeah. So he called Molly. She on speakerphone and she answered. And she said, hey, Chef. He said, would you like to go to the swore away with me? And she said, yeah. And Whitney, because he like to fuck with people, he's like, don't forget to pick up in a stretched limousine. Then Shep said, stupid ass joke. Oh, I'm going to pick up in a clown car, knowing both of them are over 6 feet tall or damn near. So at least they laugh. And he said, yeah, I think you have a really good time with them. So he said, Santa really fucked you up. So the food comes because they order Nashville hot wings, and that's the way I'm 45 minutes from Nashville. and they get some crab cakes, and them damn crab cakes look good as hell. You know, I don't even like crab cakes, but I would try those. So anyway, Craige is going to the airport with Madison, and he in the car begging her to stay one more day. And she, I can't because of my job. I'm not working like I was before when I fucking around with you with my job. Now I'm real serious about my shit. She going on tour. I don't know what the fuck she do. She going on tour. When I'm gonna see you, I don't know. Well, I gotta go to Italy. I gotta go to LA. Now I gotta fly to New York. Blah blah blah. So he's looking all sad. Well, if the car ran out of gas. Remember that time we were driving to the airport, telling each other stories, and I just said, turn around, let's just go. And he's like, yeah, let's do it now. She's like, no. And he's like, I don't know what's going on. She said, oh, we had to sync. Yes, you very much are. So they get up there, they look at each other in the eyes, they kiss, they hug, she get the fuck out the car. He go back home, take a shower, get dressed. He complaining about how come the event that he's going to tonight has to be black tie. Craig's like, why can't it be blue tie, orange tie, red? It can't be none of those motherfuckers because it's black tie. So, oh, wear orange tie, see if you can get in. So he getting dressed, completely getting dressed over at Austin's house. And they go over there and pick up Austin. It's like these motherfuckers going on the prom date. And they're like, oh, it's been a long time since we got dressed together and all type of shit. So they having a good time. I think they might have a drink or two or whatever the fuck that they do together now that this one don't drink. So anyway, so let's see. Okay, so Shep, I told you called modeling, and she accepted. And the event is black tie. Shep comes in a what looked like to me a Confederate uniform. She did not tell this motherfucker. He did not tell her what he was going to wear. He just said, "You just get dressed and show up." You know how Shep is. He ain't gonna tell you shit. He don't want you to know. So she came nice. They matched it perfect for her not to know what the fuck he was wearing. He wore a Confederate Army civilian Civil War suit, and she had on a red dress. They complimented each other to me, although I did not like the suit. So the event space is beautiful. They have cocktails outside, and then inside they is real cute too. Cause they don't have cocktails outside, they move the inside. But I don't know about they moving the inside. She talking about they gonna have drinks and some snacks and some cocktails. I was like, all this fucking dressing up, you don't get a sit down meal. Ryan and Madison is stingy as fuck. Well, maybe because she pregnant and she don't want to spend the rest of her money on it feeding other motherfuckers. So anyway, when they get inside the space, it is nice. It look empty, but I guess it look empty because the people ain't in there. And I don't know why they always have these events with them high tables and no goddamn chairs. I got to sit down on a bar stool. But they do have couches, but you should have chairs by some of them high tables to me. Well, I don't know what they call cocktail tables or hot boys, whatever the fuck. So anyway, um, I don't know. When they get in there, they like all the decoration except there's some feathers in the vase. There's a couple of them that they just don't like. So they take them and hide them, which is what you should do before the event planner comes. But anyway, Erica, who's the event planner, and I think she usually does with her parties. Cause back in the bathroom with Brett, he was like, "Is that all you had to do was get the rental space and Ryan do the rest?" She said, "I hope so." So you know she ain't gonna be down with that decorating shit. So anyway, why did Ryan tell the lady, the decorating lady, the event planner, it was some feathers and I just didn't like them, so I hid them. Shut the fuck up! Don't she? You know, after the party, you could tell her where they at. I put them in this room or whatever, but I don't know. It seemed like how you tell I like the big vent space, but that mean you really didn't like it. I don't know. That's just me. So anyway, Taylor at home getting ready, putting on her makeup with Penelope, her dog. So she shows up and she looks really good. All the ladies look nice. Leva look like she slayed, but why the Leva husband don't never go nowhere with her? He is never. We seen him like when they do her show sometimes, and then I seen him once or twice on Southern Charm. I don't know, but see, okay, I know what's up. He stay out of them goddamn spaces. Vinetta, take suit. So anyway, what else we got? So anyway, during the party, oh, before Craige and Austin leave his house, he said, "Man, I gotta go make shit right." Cause he said, "What you talking about?" He said because Taylor texted me and told me that what's her name? Sally trying to break us up, talking about I'm trying to see her titties. She said to the other lady. So he said I just gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna stop it because I ain't mean to offend nobody by it or nothing, but I'm gonna put a halt to this shit because I just don't want no issues. And I'm gonna tell you, Taylor got mad hate for her. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Excuse me. So he walked up to Sally, can I have a minute with you? And she's like, sure. He's like, the other day it came to my attention. What came to your attention that I had asked to see your breast? She said, well, you did, but it wasn't no big shit. You asked around a whole bunch of people. So she said, why are you telling me this? She said, because I heard that you was upset about it. She said, who you hear from? He said, well, actually, Taylor texted me. She said, Taylor, she said, she's making a big deal out of nothing. Listen, there's nothing. She said, everybody was talking about him, but it don't matter to me because you ain't fitting to see them no more. Tonight going to be your last night seeing these titties. So, she was like, okay, I got that. So she walked over to Taylor, who was speaking with someone, and she says, "Can I pull you to the side? Let's talk over here. Nobody can hear us." Well, first of all, everybody know them bitches don't get along. So already across the way is Miss Patricia got her mouth open, Vinetta trying to ease in here, and Madison, oh my God, is about to set it off. So Sally said, why my name coming out your mouth? What do you mean? Why are you texting about this and that and other? And she said, well, you said. She said, yeah, I did say that, but still, what's I got to do with you? And then I said it with joking. She said, well, I said it in joking shit, but why did you say it at all? Why the fuck do you keep talking about me? She was like, listen, girl, he's my friend. And that's why, and he said, I'm not trying to come between him and his girl. So anyway, Taylor ain't like how the conversation was going, so she pretty much told her, bye, girl. You told him I was coming from his relationship. She's like, no, I did. Tell her. She said, so tell said, girl, bye. So she just walked off. And Sally's response was, how we going to solve it? And every time you turn around, this bitch putting on skates. When I start trying to talk to her, she get away. So everybody looking at everybody's face. So anyway, I was like, I don't see how Sally fuck with her boyfriend. Because to me, he looked like a greasy stripper. His hair was just too nasty with that nose ring. He looked old. Like like Portia said last week that Drew looked washed. This nigga, she got look oily. So Shep pick up Molly, and then he do the worst shit ever. He come pick her up, and before he pick her up, though, he go to, she don't have no belt. She got a door knocker, but her door knocker is of a man, and he got big ass balls like actual scrollers for the knockers. And he keep knocking it just a little bit too much for me. And I ain't gonna lie, a dude that I fuck with, and I know what my knocker look like, and he kept knocking that shit like that. Oh no, I would just feel like, ooh, I don't think I really like him. Knock your ass on the door, leave that man balls alone. So anyway, soon as they get in, he needs to use the bathroom. And I was like, damn, what if her bathroom ain't clean because she was getting ready? And why would you? What if you go to somebody's house, you maybe take a fart or gotta take a shit, and it's your first date? I was like, that was a turn off too. Shep just weird. He's just a weirdo. She should have went to the bathroom later. And then, how late can you be? You was late picking her ass up because y'all was the last couple to get there. So I just want to say, love her husband ain't never went her. So Ryan, he knows everything. Oh, Austin, you got a haircut. And he was like, yeah, I did. So Whitney and Patricia show up. Patricia don't even go take her ass to the patio. She take her ass straight to the building because she said, it's hot. So, Leva, Ron said hi to her, but she kind of mad because she was like, calling my friend a black girl. Bye, Ryan. So you should have said some shit to him. So I said Vinetta look all right. I hate how she walking in them shoes like her feet hurt. And I said, damn, when Miss Patricia was standing up there at that bar looking in Sally and Taylor looking down their throat, Sally and Taylor's throat, you saw them goddamn diamonds she had on. I was like, God damn. If that shit, and it looked like it was real to me. I'm not no diamond expert. She was lit up. I'm telling you, she was iced. Ain't no way in the fucking way she should have been hot. She had it around her wrist, on her ears, hanging around her neck. And she always wear them, what you call them, moves. I don't really like them. So anyway, I told you Austin said he tell her that he's sorry. So everybody liked the look of Taylor, Molly, and Shep together. They think they're cute, they're quirky together. And then he go Vinetta. What are they back there talking about? Comic books. Girl, if you don't shut the hell up, at least they ain't gotta listen to you cry about JT not really liking your ass. So I put Sally look good as shit in her dress at the event. So that was cool. And then when you got um Shelly, everybody like Shep and, and Molly together, except Taylor. She said she thinks she can do better. Well, Whitney ain't never with nobody. So anyway, I done told you I was complaining because you got all dressed up, you ain't getting no food, you sitting around eating little hors d'oeuvres and shit. So Ryan and Austin sit down, they catch up with Miss Pat, and she was like, "Oh, I want to meet all the girls that's up in here." And Austin, what about you? And Austin said that he'd taken. So Miss Patricia said, "Just bring me the girls, and I'll hold up the caution flag to tell you which one is fucked up and which one ain't." What the truth is, she gonna try to find somebody for Whitney for her ass dying, don't have no grandchildren because Whitney bullshitting. I think Whitney might have a drinking problem too. So Shep and Molly have silly first date conversation the whole night, but she wound up going home with him that night too. First date, they said her dry spell is over, which means she let Shep hit it. So Taylor says she hate on Sally hard. Oh, so Sally believed that Taylor hate on her hard, and she said, that whatever she do, that's her business. So Taylor said, "Well, I don't care." She came to me like a little chihuahua, and she said, "I know we ain't gonna be besties, but just go away, just go." So Sally, like, I'm sure Sally go away. You stop fucking with her. So like I said, Madison knows the ass over here at the argument. She'll be talking about it next time. So then we got V, and she looking all dumb because she ain't talked to she nervous to talk to Ryan. She's scared because of her Southern belle. She doesn't like confrontation, so she let Leva read the way and get her ass cussed out by Ryan. So before they do that though, they do a toast to something, and you hear Sally say, "Well, my man is better." No, somebody said, "Here's the tech. Here's a cheers to dating each other's exes." And Sally said, "Yeah, I got the better of them. I got the better one." And then you heard Taylor say it, but nobody heard Taylor say it. And because Sally said, she said, "I said it first." Taylor just looked at her. So anyway, Vinetta looking like a fucking scared chicken too. So they ask, they asking, they talk to Ryan, and they go in this room and sit down. So Leva says, "Oh," he said, "You having a good time?" Ryan said, "Y'all having a good time?" They said, "Yeah." So Leva said, "It just really upset me about some black girl. And, for you to be in this group, you don't have any facts and you don't have nothing behind it. And you should want to get behind it." So Ryan said, "Liz, first of all, why the fuck is you even talking to me? Because this situation got something to do with her, not you. And I don't want to hear nothing out your mouth." And she's like, "Take it down now. Take it. I'm not taking it nowhere." She said, "No, let me finish. Let me finish." She said, "No, you is finished, or no, you won't be finishing." It's like, you don't got nothing to do with it. So it was getting out of hand. So that's when Vinetta finally got some drawers on, have some big ones, and she was like, no, no, don't. But could you please just leave? I've been like, "See, bitch, you want me to come up in here? Now I'm on my blood pressure up, and I'm ready to just blast this motherfucker." You're like, "Can you please leave? Next time, handle your own shit." But before that happened, uh, I guess Ryan probably mentioned what was going on to Madison, I'm sure. So she came there and Miss, "Everything okay?" And she was like, "Yeah, sure." But she went on to set her ass down. As soon as she sat down, here come that other fucking Rod coming in. "Hello, everyone." And he could tell it was an intense conversation, but he wasn't welcome. So when they started talking, he interjected. "And you just got in the room, Rod. Mind your fucking business." And Ryan said, "What are you doing here? Can you leave?" And he got offended. "Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry." And then so Madison had wound up leaving before her because Miss Patricia walked up. "Oh, I'm so sorry I interrupted. I was just getting ready to leave." So Madison said, "I'll walk you out." So when she walked her out, they said we'll talk later. Madison didn't go back to the room. She went to one of them high ass cocktail tables. And then Rod met her at the table. He was like, "Oh my God!" He was just tripping. He was offended. Why the fuck was you offended? You could clearly tell you was interrupting something that didn't have shit to do with you. And I kind of don't like you a little bit. So Vanessa kept saying this just didn't sound like JT, and I just don't understand. So she faked hugged Ryan. Ryan said, "Listen, I ain't trying to start no shit. I just really care about you, and I see you really digging this dude. You know, the long emails, and you said you got feelings for him. And this motherfucker sitting around here calling you a same boy at the barbershop, bro. All these motherfuckers. I was just trying to help. Let's say I don't believe that." So Rod said, I'm standing up here, I'm defending myself, I'm telling you what I heard, this and that. And he said, if it hurt you, I didn't mean to hurt you, but it was clearly out of concern. And he said, I'm done with this. I'm done. So she get up and hug him, but she don't really hug him because she don't really have no resolve. She don't like him because he said something about JT. So Vinetta leaves and she goes to the table where Madison is, and she gives her a hug and thanks her. And she's like, why? Why are you thanking me for? And she said, because for having my back, even though you're not that fond of JT. Girl, that bitch ain't got your back. She was just talking about you. Only person like JT is Vinetta and apparently Leva. So, and y'all the two minorities on the show. Bye. So anyway, Austin tells Craige that while they're defended, he's so happy now that I guess he told him about the addiction shit. He said he feels so close to him. I don't mean to scare you, but this is what's going on. So they start talking about the relationship. So Craige said he gonna get proposed to Paige in 2024, and that she agreed with. Their relationship is so great. But Austin like that's some bullshit. But Austin said I'm really seriously thinking about getting engaged to mine, being proposed to mine. So Craige said I'm definitely proposing before this year's out. So Molly and and what's his name? Shep still having stupid ass conversation. What's your wingspan? What sports you good at? Just a bunch of dumb shit. So anyway, while they were sitting up there in the window, he was leaning in the window with her, and when she kissed him, why he ain't got no shoes on? He done took his shoes off. You see them doing ballroom dancing and shit. So we start seeing the ending of the show because they're kids. We find out that Molly and Shep slept together. We also find out that 2 weeks after the show, Vinetta and JT started dating each other. I'm so annoyed with them. And you see her cuss his ass out at the reunion. 5 months later, you see Craige and Paige and broke up, and I think she broke up because she was seeing a man in New York, somebody that's a sports person. He had a cast or he plays sports or something. He ain't as cute as Craige, but you know, you like what you like. So, and then you got Chef Craige and Austin coming. Craige is coming over to Austin's. Only reason why I know their houses apart is because of them goddamn steps. And they talking about, oh shit, maybe they're Chef house. No, they're Austin house. And he said that he was surprised that she broke up with him. He had bought her ring and everything. That Thanksgiving was good, but right before Christmas, she called him and said she needed to find herself. In order for her to find herself, she can't do it being attached to him. And that was the end. Then they showed the sneak previews for the reunion that's coming up, and it looks pretty good. You know what I think I don't like about JT? He got like walrus neck, like he like it's no indentation of a neck. It's just like neck. It's a neck, but I don't know. It just he funny looking to me. So I mean that's just to me. And like I said, I probably ain't somebody else's cup of tea, but I don't give a fuck. So anyway, put your heat with me. And I'm doing a lot of cussing here, like I think because I'm not feeling that well. I know it's no excuse, but I get real evil when I don't feel good. And I'm out of some medicine. I'm hoping to get here in a couple days because I'm just so tired of taking Tylenols and shit. So anyway, listen, I love you. Sorry for my mouth, but I hope you like my review anyway. And I love you. Have a wonderful Saturday. Bye now.